So you guys must really love this series because on our last video I asked for 12 likes and I'll make a third, and I got almost double that, just like the first video. I got 21 likes. So I'm bringing you a third one over here. Thomas from Team Soccer also here. Come at you two quick updates before I start this video. Number one, if you got an Echuria Exterio when it was $10, the dual terminal version, you just won because it is now $20 and cooling off a buyout. For Apprentice Illusion Magician, it was around $2, $2.50, and is $4 post shipping, very quickly going up to $5. And I think that card is actually going to rise even further. So if you guys want to pick that up, please use my TCG affiliate in the description below, or any cards in general, and you guys will be supporting the channel at no additional cost to you. Now the second announcement I have is my good friend Jordan is running a Yu-Gi-Oh Discord with 40 or 50 people in it. Now I'm in it, so if you guys want to talk to me or see me, you could join it. You can talk to active Yu-Gi-Oh players, you can meme, you can deck theorize, and you can get trades even, depending on, I guess, your area. And Jordan's a really awesome guy, so I really want you guys to join that Discord in the description below. And yeah, come talk to us, come join the community. We would love to see you there. Just let Jordan know that I sent you. Now getting into this video, we have, for our first card, is we have Abominable. I'm sorry if I butcher this, by the way, but we have Unchained Soul coming out of Ignition Assault as a super rare. Now this is the best selling card out of Ignition Assault at the making of this video, and it's hovering around 50 to 60 cents, and I think this could be a couple dollars for a super eventually later down the line when we get Eternity Code. Now this is a Dark Fiend with 3000 attack, 1500 defense, and you can only special summon this card once per turn as long as a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, right? Which is pretty easy, honestly, and it can easily happen during your opponent's turn. You can special summon this card if that happens from your hand, and when it's special summoned, you can discard a card, destroy one card on the field, which is pretty good because it helps you interrupt your opponent if they just say, let's pretend they're playing something like Insectors, that's a bad example, and they pop one of your cards. You can special summon this card, discard something that you might want to discard, destroy their card, either get an effect or have something in the graveyard that you need. So that's actually really good, and then you have a 3000 beat stick on the field. Right, and once per turn during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was destroyed on the field and under this turn, you can special summon this card, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. So it can also get brought back as well, and I think it's a really cool card. It kind of, in a sense, reminds me of Phantasme, and I feel like this card could be a very good interrupt depending on the format, or if you're facing a deck that has a mandatory effect to pop in its combo. So I can really see this card definitely seeing some type of meta play, if not already, either as a main deck card or a very good cheap side deck card. So I just suggest you guys pick it up now when they're 50-60 cents, and you can find these with ease. I already have my playset, and I actually have sided it, and I've actually found some success. Not as much as I thought it would, because I really thought this card was amazing, and it really is. So pick up those copies if you could before it's too late. Also, if you guys can leave a like and subscribe, that'd be great. I'm actually a little sick. I don't know if you guys can hear it, so sorry if I'm starting a little bit in this video. So yeah, the second card I have here, and I actually want to give a shout to one of my subscribers because I actually did not think of this on my own. I was actually discussing this in a recent video, and I read this card, and I was like, wow, I need to mention this card. Now, what this card is called is Pollenosis. Now, it has 4 printings. It has 2 common, 1 rare, and 1 super out of Astral Pack 3, and I'm advising for you guys to get the super rare from Astral Pack 3 because it's like a 30-50 cent super rare, and I see this card getting bought out very soon, actually. Now, what this card is, it is a Solemn Judgment for plants. Yes, you heard me correctly. Solemn Judgment for plants. Tributes a plant-type monster, right? What's called, and then you can negate the summoner activation or a spell or trap when it's activated. So that's absolutely insane, and this card could be more meta relevant, number one, because Plant Synchro is coming back when we get the Master Rule revision. I know people who are already playing with Crystal and Neofiber, and you know, they're summoning out Global, they're summoning out Spore, and all this other shit, and they actually really like this as an interruption, right? There's also plant decks, obviously, in general, like a Romage, they're getting a little more play, but we are getting a new plant theme in Secret Slayers. And if you guys have not checked out my video talking about the boss monster. They'll be in the description below or on one of the end cards. But that card actually tributes for its effect. And the thing about it tributes your opponent's monsters actually. But I could see that archetype having a lot to do with tributing. And that deck can have a lot of popularity, depending on what it is. Along with, it's a waifu deck, so obviously it's going to have popularity. I can see this card being played in that plant theme, in plant decks in the future. And this card can really only go up. I'm not seeing this card going lower than like 50 cents, where it's basically another penny stock. I highly advise you guys picking up this card. It's really good, so shout out to whoever told me that. I haven't had a chance to playtest this card yet in plant decks, but I think it's going to have some success. So get that card when you could. The third card here is actually another card from Ignition Assault, and this is Plunder Patrol Ship Brand, along with the XC. But I'm just going to be talking about Brand to make it simpler. But these cards have basically, when it comes to their price, has sunken ship. Hate to basically say a pun, but I laughed a little bit in my head when I read this. These cards are about $3 to $3.50, both the Synchro and the XYZ, because they're a bit overprint, and the deck is not that good at the moment. However, these cards have hit rock bottom, or sea bottom, as you like to call it, and they're going to only go up from here. Because when we get post-turning code and we get more support, this deck's going to see a whole lot of play, because a lot of people are having fun with this deck and love playing it. However, it's not really at a meta standing right now. It can't really get any tops per se. However, when we get Eternity Code, and this is a TCG exclusive, we will get support from it most likely. That can perhaps break the deck and turn it into a playable deck when it comes to being competitive. I worded that a little bit badly, but you guys get the point. So since these cards have hit rock bottom, I think if you get your playsets, I can see this card rising up to about an $8 to $10 card, if not a little bit more, along with, if you guys are interested in this deck in general, because I know a few of you guys are, I don't see this card going down. Just get your first end near mints at 3 right now, when you could get them for cheap. I see them going maybe to $2.50 perhaps, but I don't really see them going cheaper than that. So pick those up while you can. The fourth card I have here, and I'm going back to the plant theme here, and I've actually mentioned this before, but I really want to mention this again, is Mardell Generator, Boss of Light. Now, just like we were talking before, we're getting a new plant theme out of Secret Slayers, along with Plant Synchro being big up there. I see this, and this card only has one printing. It is out of Mystic Fires, and it is a $15 card. We've seen this card got bought out not once, but twice. I can see this happening a third time easily, especially depending on how you can incorporate it into the new plant thing coming out of Secret Slayers. I've been playtesting a Romage for the new Master Rule, and this card basically helps you search to extend your combo, and it is fantastic. I can see other cards other plant type cards abusing this card, because when it's normal or special, aka you do it off Lone Fire, or something else where you special many plant from hand, you get a search, and that's really good. Along with, it's a pretty strong monster. It's 2800, it's a level 8, so it's got a pretty good level. Along with, when you play this in Sylvans, actually, it's really good because you can actually just go into, like, say that and maybe one of your Hermitaries, and you could go into a number, I forgot what it's called, but I think it's called Hope Harbinger. It's like number 33, and you can basically negate spells. So that's one other thing. I know that's a very casual deck, but I could see this card being, it's a generic good plant card just for the future, so I really suggest picking these up. I know it's a little pricey, but it's not as pricey as our next card. And our next card is Naturia Beast, and I'm talking about the dual terminal Naturia Beast. Now, I could see this following in something like Ultimate Rare Trish's footsteps, where that card got bought out, actually very quickly after my video, actually. And what Naturia Beast does, if you somehow don't know what this card does, is your opponent activates a spell, you can literally mill 2 cards off your deck and negate it, and that's not once per turn. This card's amazing, and the reason I'm telling you guys to pick up the dual terminal is because secrets were always hovering around $10-ish, $8 to $10, and now unlimiteds are about $10 to $11, while first eds are about $15, $16. Now, when I look at the dual terminal, I look at all the other versions slowly rising a little bit, I've kept note of that, and then I saw the dual terminals rising a little bit as well. However, when it comes to the dual terminal versions, at least on TCG Player, there's barely any copies on. I think there's like, and don't quote me on this, I believe there's 5 copies left when I checked last time. And it's goes from a $50 card all the way up to about a $60 card, and these very slowly disappear off the market. I can see these getting bought out, and I can easily see this following in, say, Trishula's footsteps, becoming about a $100 card. So I really think you guys should pick this up. I know it's a bit of a pricey card, but I really see this being free money getting printed, because you can either have it for yourself or just sell it back for some money. I know I want my copy for sure, and I think you guys should get your copies as well. But that's it for today's 5 cards having your trade binder. I'm going to have another one of these for March, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Hopefully you guys will check out the description as well, and check out our Discord. Again, you can talk to me and do whatever you want. And again, I'm sick, so I'm really sorry if some words came out very weird. I just want to get this video out before I completely crash and stuff. So, yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, and tell me what you guys thought about this video in the description below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.